also settling in your CU. So maybe you could just tell us, what was it like to turn up Canterbury, Southampton? How did you find being part of your church?
That's as far as I can go.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, it was an interesting experience because I wasn't actually a Christian when I came to uni, so it was some girl kind of nabbed me at a freshers fair. It was one of the snatch and grab kind of thing. But it worked. I don't think it's the best for evangelism, but it worked with me. She kind of said, was like, well, do you want to do like an alpha course and stuff, because we've been chatting about like what I wasn't sure about and things, and so I got on the alpha course that was done by the City Church Canterbury. Yeah, some supporters, yeah. And they kind of like, whenever I got along, the girl was like, well, why don't you come along and like try it and see what it's like? And I kind of went along, and apart from being scared the first time I went by these people who had their hands in the air and stuff, and you know, all this weird stuff happening, it was like I kind of left and came back and was like, these guys really wanted to be there, and it was like an amazing experience. Like yeah, and then I was like, I want more of this. So it was really good. It's an awesome church if you ever get a chance to go. Just small plug.
How's the relationship with the girl? We'll leave that one. On to me. Oh, boys, this is not a question.
I didn't know this was going there.
I guess my experience in church is slightly different to Chris. I came to university having just done a year out working for a church at home. So I've gone from being heavily involved in a church at home to turn up in Southampton and not actually having a church. So I spent the first few weeks, as most freshers do, looking around churches, and I came across Christ Church Southampton. I've gone to others, and that one just felt like a great place and a great family feel to it. It looks after its students really well, but also gives great opportunities to serve. It took me a few weeks and months after that to really feel settled in, but actually, you know, after that period of time, it really has been like a home from home for me. So it's a really good church.
Great. So you're both happy, settled, loving your local church. How has your church helped you as leaders of the Christian Union?
Okay, well, like, whenever I got involved, I got a discipler and stuff, and my current discipler is actually a staff worker as well, so that kind of works out quite well. So like, with the, like, evangelism kind of stuff, and that's like amazing, like, discipler's class. Sorry.
That's not me, by the way, I don't know. That's Matt Fell.
Yeah, and then there's loads of like impact workers, and they were brilliant with helping me like through things, because they've obviously like done a lot of like, they've been at uni for like their whole and then they've done that, and then like the church ran some equip nights which were awesome, like in genuine like how to like apologetics and stuff like that, and that was really good, because like I'm pretty useless at a lot of stuff and I can't really read much, so it's pretty good to get told and all, so it was really good. Yeah.
Great, thank you. How about you, Lee?
So one of the things I've got through my church is that I have a one-to-one, so I meet up with someone who's just a few years older than me, got a bit more wisdom experience, and we meet up, study the Bible together, pray together, and it's just so great to be able to meet with older, wiser Christians. Even if you're not in leadership at all in terms of CU, I fully recommend trying to see whether your church can get you on, because it's just a really great time to grow in one-to-one discipleship. They continue to pray for me as a leader, and not just me, but others on the committee who are from Christ Church. We feature in the monthly prayer letter every month, which is just great that the church are behind us in prayer. And actually, you know, they just share so much wisdom and advice with us. They've seen so many in the church have seen CUs work well and know what works great. And one couple in particular, an older couple, they almost email me every week like, "Oh, try this, do this," and it's just incredibly helpful. So.
Great, thank you. So, how have you both served your local church in the last year, 2 years?
Okay, well, like not long after I sort of became a Christian, obviously I wasn't prepared to be involved with any like student stuff, so like I got straight into setup, and that's really good. Although it's like like 7:15 on a Sunday morning. Like it's not ideal timing, but it's it's really not. But it's a really good way to like just get in and like serve, because obviously we don't at the minute meet in a proper church, we meet in a school. So that was really good. And then I was involved with helping set up for events and stuff, and then gradually more recently I've been involved with like student welcome and student prayer teams and stuff like that. And so yeah, it's been
brilliant. Liam, what about you?
I guess a few ways from we meet. We're quite a young church, and we meet in a secondary school. So stuff like setting up music groups, setting up chairs, and stuff like that has to be done. So turning up early and getting that sort of thing done, helping to be involved in the music. And actually, just before I came away as well, we had a week of doing a kids' holiday club, which was brilliant, just sharing the gospel with some of the local children, kids from our own church and kids who have no church background at all. Although I do think that kids' holiday clubs are more for the leaders than for the kids, because we had a great time as well. Lots of fun. I did get cream pie as well, so it comes along.
Great. And so finally, how has your church helped your CU, particularly thinking about evangelism?
Okay. Well, firstly, like financially, I know that the church give money, and they give money to the actual CU and to the staff work and stuff, which is really good. And then we have meetings with I've had meetings with a student worker to discuss fresher plans and stuff, so that we don't kind of go off against each other. We're on the same sheet, which is really good, because I had an experience where it was a bit difficult, but it's really good when you're on the same page. And then at some of the student and 20s meetings, they had they would bring it up, and they'd get people on board, which is so good. Having sending people to come and serve with us, and that's really helpful, especially when sometimes the CU aren't quite as ready to go out and stuff, and the church came. And something I discovered this week, which has been, it's just totally blown my mind, is what prayer does. I was at that prayer track thing, and it's really good. Those guys that ran it, thank you so much, that was amazing. And so we would use them, and we would pray about it, and there'd be prayer and stuff, and that's I now understand how amazing prayer is.
Yeah, again, prayer. I know that our church at home, and not just my church, but all the churches across Southampton, are praying for us as a CU, praying for our missions weeks and freshers weeks and everything else that we're up to. We also, one of our church leader is one of our honorary vice presidents. I think some CUs call it advisory committees. Basically, it's when we, as a committee, meet with local church leaders once a term and just chat to them and chat through things with them. And they have loads much more wisdom than we do as 20-year-olds and 21-year-olds, and can share so much wisdom in some of the stuff we're talking about, which is just great to be a part of. And actually, one of the ways I think they really serve us as well is just actually by encouraging these students to get involved in evangelism and to get involved in the CU. They really see the CU as part of the church, that almost the CU is the missional arm of the church, and that the best way that we can serve our church and the best way that they can equip us is actually to make the most of the opportunity we have as students. And so they almost send us out and say, go out, make friends with people, bring them back, bring them to church so they can hear the gospel.
Great, thank you so much. Let's give a big round of applause to my